Ontario Centres of Excellence for all the hard work and planning that has gone into the 8th Annual Discovery Conference. For 10 years now, Ontario has worked towards a vision of an economy driven by innovation. We are lucky to have partners like the Ontario Centres of Excellence and exhibitors and the speakers here at Discovery. It's great to have you working with us to bring that vision to life. We are seeing another hugely successful Discovery event this year with more than 2,500 attendees. This is the largest show floor Discovery has had ever. So congratulations, Michael and Tom and the entire Ontario Centre of Excellence team on this wonderful success. Yes, please give them a big round of applause. I also want to recognize two distinguished former OCE board chairs, David McFadden and Sean Conway, who are here, yes, and will be part of a special announcement a bit later. So thank you for your involvement. As the Ontario's Minister of Research and Innovation, I am so happy to be here today. It's great to see your exciting new ideas, technology, and the companies on display. I am thrilled by what is on the show floor for many reasons. Before becoming a public servant, I was an academic, a researcher, a scientist, and a business leader. So I understand firsthand how innovations like the ones here can not only improve our lives, but also brighten the economic future of our great province of Ontario. In fact, I want to see our province lead the way in breakthrough discoveries, turning your ideas into homegrown businesses that provide global solutions and create good jobs for Ontarians. I want to see the world's next big technology built here, right in Ontario. That may sound bold, but I know it's within our reach. Just look at where we are right now. Our province represents close to half of Canada's gross domestic products. We are one of the world's top technology startup destinations, up there with California, London, and New York. And we have many outstanding technology companies. Take Desire to Learn, which provides e-learning technology to over 10 million people around the world, from our youngest learners to business executives. 2 weeks ago, at the Canada 3.0 conference, I had the pleasure of meeting a senior executive at Desire to Learn. I learned that the company attracted $80 million in investment last year, the largest venture capital investment in a Canadian software company ever. This investment will help them grow and expand into new markets and create more good jobs for Ontarians. As a public servant, I ask myself, how can we encourage more of this success? What role can government play in supporting our researchers and entrepreneurs? How can we drive innovation that will create jobs and boost our economy? That's why I'm here to talk about today. Premier Wynne spoke at Discovery yesterday. She understands that new ideas and technology will drive Ontario's future economy. That's why she re-established the Ministry of Research and Innovation. We need to foster entrepreneurship and encourage the imaginations of Ontarians. If we can create the right conditions that lead to more breakthroughs, we can attract more investments and create more jobs. So, how do we do this? I look at innovation as a journey. First, we have imagination, which leads to the ideas that become inventions. We commercialize these inventions and attract investments that enable growth and create good jobs. As our innovators take their ideas from concept to commerce, our new government has programs to help them every step of the way. One of my favorite quotes from Albert Einstein is, "The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination." Another scientist by the name of Linus Pauling once said, "The best way to have a good idea is to have lots of ideas." I couldn't agree more, and that's why Ontario believes in funding research. We want to nurture our scientists' ideas and facilitate their work. Take a look at our life sciences sector. You will see our success in this area. It is with great pride that I can say that Ontario has the largest life sciences community in Canada. We are home to half of the country's life sciences economic activity. And our medical devices sector generated $3.6 billion in revenue in 2011. These are impressive statistics, and we owe this success to the great minds of Ontario's world-class leading scientists. It's a long road from having an idea to marketing billions of dollars in sales from it. Innovators continue to need support once they have made a discovery, because discovery is just the beginning of the journey, and there are many questions along the way. Do they take their ideas out of the lab and turn them into products and services? Do they quit their academic life to start a company? If so, how will they get the skills to ensure the success of their business? This is where your Ontario government steps in. We connect innovators with the people who can guide them, mentors, experts, peers who have already walked this road. 2 weeks ago, I announced the launch of the Ontario Network of Entrepreneurs, also known as ONE. It streamlines Ontario's many business support services. No matter what sector or stage your business is at, ONE provides a single access point to the right resources at the right time. I encourage all of you to visit the new website, onebusiness.ca. Onebusiness.ca, very simple to memorize, and to see how we can help you with your great ideas. Ontario's young people must be a part of this conversation. We are seeing more of Ontario's youth choose to explore their own ideas and to start their own businesses, and we want to encourage that. They are ready to put their world-class education at work, and we want to support them. They will be our future business leaders, and we need them to succeed. That's why I am excited about Ontario's new youth jobs strategy. We want this strategy to give us more people like Michael Litt, co-founder and the CEO of Vidyard, whom I also met at Canada 3.0 conference. Vidyard helps companies use video to build their businesses. Michael started Vidyard in 2010 through the Ontario government's Summer Company program. Later, he worked with Communitech, which helped him get to Silicon Valley. Today, Vidyard has a new office in downtown Kitchener, and they will have created 35 jobs by the end of this year. Our goal is to help more Ontarians like Michael bring their dreams to life and to help them launch successful companies that will lead Ontario to a strong, sustainable, and economic future. Everyone says they want the newest technology, but the fact is that they don't always line up to invest. That's why Ontario supports pilot projects so that new technology companies can demonstrate their products and attract investments. That's why we reach out globally with international trade missions to help companies attract investors and customers. And that's why in 2008, our government launched the Ontario Venture Capital Fund to help high-growth companies access capital to compete globally. It backed a number of successful Ontario companies, such as Shopify. Shopify helps people set up online stores. Co-founder Tobias Lütke wanted to set up an online store to sell snowboards and didn't like the tools he found on the market. So he created his own. This was in 2006. Today, Shopify has more than 200 employees, and its technology is behind more than 50,000 online stores in 80 countries around the world. Lütke has gone from working in coffee shops and living with his in-laws to running a company with revenues estimated to be over $20 million. To build on the success of the Ontario's Venture Capital Fund, Premier Wynne recently announced a new venture capital pipeline so that even more businesses can have a greater shot at success. Now, there is something else that we as Ontarians do really well: collaborate. It may seem odd to talk about collaboration, considering we live in a fiercely competitive world. Today, there is no shortage of competition. But increasingly, we are seeing that alliances bring advantages. Ontario recognizes that. And that's why we encourage collaborative research, support the startup community through the Ontario Network of Entrepreneurs, and partner with the federal government and the private sector on venture capital funds. There is something else we are doing to promote collaboration. In coming weeks, we will be introducing an innovation voucher program. This program will connect Ontario companies with the province's researchers to help them address challenges so they can be more productive and competitive. The program will have 4 streams. E-business voucher can help Main Street businesses use online tools to drive growth. Productivity and innovation voucher will help companies refine existing products. Commercialization voucher are for companies developing new products. And finally, Industry Association R&D voucher will address problems shared by most industry participants. We welcome the Ontario Centres of Excellence as our delivery partner for the Innovation Voucher Program, which will begin taking applications this summer. Visit the OCE website for more information in coming weeks. As a government, Ontario has committed to building strong relationships with businesses and educational and research institutions. But if we take a step back and look at the big picture of why we want to excel and succeed and invent, we will see that we can change lives by addressing global challenges, whether human, environmental, technological, or economic. We need all of you to work with us to make that happen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.